did last week, that towards the end, I'll get you to lie down and get you to relax, because the Zoom will go off after, it goes off, last week it was actually 40 minutes, so it wasn't too bad. And just obviously you don't want to lie there with me just watching you, so we'll do all the class first and then do that right at the very end before it goes off. But if it goes off before I tell you to relax, if you've got 5 minutes, just take it and just enjoy. It's so beneficial for us. So lie yourselves down, close your eyes. I'm just going to talk you through a few things. Oh, that's not easy to say. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to squeeze every muscle in your body. So you're just going to squeeze everything as tight as you can. And then relax. Oh. Excellent. So you're going to do that again. Take a deep breath in. And squeeze. And relax. So, is there anywhere in your body that feels particularly tight? Are your shoulders tight? Is your back tight? Are your glutes tight? So if it is, on your next in-breath, you're going to squeeze that particular part more than anywhere else. So for me, it's usually my shoulders. So I'm going to squeeze my shoulders as tight as I possibly can. And relax. And just take another breath. I'm just going to make sure you can see me. I'm on my, trying to think what I can put under it just to lift it a little bit. And just start to take both arms above your head. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms. And as you exhale, bring them down. And if you're feeling quite warm, you can have a really good stretch. So stretch the arms away and then bring them down. So you're almost lifting with the breath and bring them down. And again. So just do a couple more. So the reason I got you to squeeze everything first and relax is if you've got any tension anywhere, when you come to stretch it, sometimes it can actually go a little bit tighter. So sometimes it makes it worse. If you're really tight and you stretch, sometimes it can make it worse. So hopefully by relaxing a little bit first, you might ease into the stretching a bit more. Let's just hug the knees in. So bring them in, rock from side to side. So really roll your back into the floor. And then you can take your arms out into the cross position, take your knees to the right and your head to the left. Oh, let your shoulders push into the floor. Let your knees drop down as far as they want to. And change. Not so bad of an evening class. Morning classes are really tight when you do this. So knees to the left, head to the right, and just let your shoulders sink into the floor. Let your knees sink down. And then back to the centre, and we're going to come to a seated position. So just going to sit up. So you can sit cross-legged if you want to, but if you don't like it, and if you've got a cushion or anything and you need to sit on a cushion, do that, because I don't find it particularly comfy. What I tend to do as well, I tend to stoop. So we really don't want to do that. So take your shoulders back and down. Imagine a piece of string through the crown of your head and sit tall. Let's take a deep breath. So we're sitting really tall, back's nice and straight. Let's take a deep breath in again. And inhale and lift the arms. And we're going to turn to the right. And we're going to bring the arms down so you can put your left hand onto your right knee. And we're just going to start to rotate through the back and look behind. And again, be mindful of how your back's feeling. If it's been a bit tight and you've got a few niggles, really ease into it. We'll do it a couple of times, but I'd rather you do it slowly if you've got any niggles. Especially your back. And then let's lift the arms again. Come back to the centre and we change sides. Does it feel the same on both sides? We'll start to try and look behind. Ideally, we want the left hand as close to the bum as possible. I'm going to say that because I've just seen myself in the mirror and it was in the wrong place. So keeping the back tall, lift with the crown of the head. And then slowly come back to the centre. Just give your head a little dip. And we go again. Let's take a deep breath in and lift. So roll the shoulders back and down and lift through the fingertips. See if we can get a little bit higher. And turn to the right. So left hand on the knee. Right hand as close to the bum as you can. Lifting the chest. Really long in the back and the neck. And let's rotate behind as much as is good for you. To the centre when you're ready. We'll just do one more deep breath in and change to the other side, bringing the arms down, rotate, lift the chest, lift the crown of the head. And back to the centre. You're going to start to walk your fingertips forward, and again we're just going as far as is comfy. Ooh. It's not the comfiest this one, is it? Walk your fingertips forward. And walk back whenever you're ready, and we're just going to change leg position. So I've got my right one in front, so I'm just going to change it round. Ooh. We'll usually go to the one that we prefer, so this one will probably feel a bit strained. Ow. Walk the hands forward again. Ooh. Stretch your fingertips away as much as you want to. And come back whenever you're ready. Oof. Oh, don't like it that way. Oof. And then give your shoulders a roll. I'm just going to have another little shoulder stretch before we go into child pose. Interlock the fingers. Extend the arms away. This time we're rounding the back and tucking the head in. So we're looking at taking the shoulder blades apart this time. And then you can turn the fingers the other way. And then back. And we'll take a deep breath in, lift up, and we bring the arms down. Let's just do a couple more. So interlock the fingers, round the back, tuck the head in. Turn the hands the other way whenever you're ready. And bring it back. Let's just do one more. Enjoy the stretch, rounding the back, tucking the head in. And then change finger position. Ooh. Turn them inside out. And then back. And then deep breath in to lift as high as you can. Taking your shoulders back if we can. And bringing it down. Oh. Oh, excellent. Right, let's go into child pose. So bum onto your heels. If you want to take your knees wide, you can do. Pull your pants up. And we're going to inch the fingertips away. And stretch through the shoulders. So take a deep breath. And as you exhale, just inch the fingers away as much as you want to. Now you can either have your hands quite close together or you can have them quite wide apart. Whatever feels right for you, wherever you feel the stretch benefits you more, just play about with it. And then whenever you're ready, come into box position. So you want your knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders, and let's have a stretch. So, oh, hair stuck to me. Round in the back. And arch the back. enjoy tucking the head in as you round, stretch as much as you want to, arching the back and looking up. Excellent. And then just before we come up into down dog, let's have a little toe stretch. So tuck your toes under. Again, if you don't like it, don't worry. And sit back on your toes. Shoulders back and down. I'm going to hold my hands together at the back and just stretch them down. So open up through the chest, but it does put a bit more weight on your feet. So if you don't like this one, you probably won't like to stretch this one. Do you both like this one? I quite like it now, to be fair. Just come out, but you don't have to do it, Helena, don't worry if you don't.
I don't think it's good for me.
Yeah. If it hurts, it must be.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then back into the box position. Let's have another little stretch. Oh, my toes. And then toes under. We'll take a deep breath in. And whenever you're ready, let's come into down dog. Ooh, and have a pedal. Ooh, any creaking? Is there any creaking going on?
No.
Oh, there is with my toes, especially my knees. So enjoy the stretch. So we want your feet to be about hip width apart and your hands about shoulder width. Your hips and bum going up towards the ceiling. Your chest is coming towards your shins and your heels are going in the direction of the floor, but they don't have to touch the floor. So you're almost lifting the arms away from the floor as well, so we're not sinking the shoulders down to the floor. Have a little pedal, and whenever you're ready, you can put your hands and feet together. Bend your knees and let some curl to come up. Ooh, I might have to just move the thing so you can see me. I'm just moving it about a bit. So, can you see me? So we're going to just do a couple of roll downs. So tummy muscles in tight. Squeeze everything, shoulders back and down. Drop your chin onto your chest. Bend your knees if you need to. And we're going to roll through the spine. And then squeeze your tummy muscles, squeeze your bum before you come back. And we'll do about 3 or 4, but do them in your own time. It certainly sort of unwinds your back a bit. So if you feel like it's quite tight on your legs, just keep your knees bent and just enjoy the stretch through the back. Excellent. Whenever you're ready, just bring yourself into mountain pose. We're going to go into sun salutation. I want to make sure that you can see me, because I've just moved the thing. So we're going to come to the edge of your mat. Can't tell till hang on. Not sure, I think that's worse, I've moved it, right. Oh, get in. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Good, right. We'll come to the edge of that. You pretty much know your sun salutations anyway, and I'm going to talk you through it, and you can rest when you need to, you can come with me as much as you want to, or sit any of it out, it's absolutely fine. So come to the end of the mat, tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down, take a deep breath in and lift. Now we do come to the tiptoes here, but I struggle a bit on this carpet, it seems to be dead wobbly. That's my excuse. Then as we exhale, we fold over. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale to come down, and we take the right leg back and the left leg. So we're in plank position, so tummy muscles in tight. If you need to put your knees down, put your knees down. We're going to tricep dip down. So I'm going to put my knees down for this because of my shoulders. We're going to come down, and then we're going to come up into up facing dog. And we can stay here for a breath. So ideally we want the shoulders away from the ears, so we're trying to avoid doing that. And then bum onto your heels and sit yourself back. Oh, have a stretch. Then you're going to walk both hands out to the right, left hand on top and push your head in the gap. And change when you're ready. So change sides. I think I've made it worse moving it. And then just come back to the centre whenever you've done both sides. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we come back to the up facing dog. So you can lift your knees off the floor if you wanted to. And you can stay here for a breath, or you can come straight out of it. Toes turn under, and we go into down dog. Ooh, have a stretch. We'll have a little pedal, heels going towards the floor, hands about shoulder width, feet about hip width. And we're going to lift your right leg whenever you're ready. Bend the knee of the right leg, and we rotate your right hip so it starts to point towards the ceiling. Just get an extra stretch in the hips. Then we bring this right leg through, and we just come into a lunge. So we're just in a lunge. Let's have a little rock forward and back. If you want to put your knee down, you can. You're going to bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot. I'm going to lift this right arm. So let's take a breath, deep breath in. Open up through the chest. So if you need to, you can put the left knee down. And then bring your right hand to the inside of the right leg. Have another little stretch. And let's bring that right leg back. Come back into down dog. If you need a rest, go into child pose. Little pedal. And let's do the same with the left. So we're going to lift the left leg, bend the knee in the left leg, taking the left hip to the ceiling this time. Stretch as much as you want. Feels tighter on this side. And then we bring that left foot through. So we're in a lunge. And just rock forward and back. Just to start, a nice stretch through the hip flexors, stretching the glutes, stretching the hamstring. Then the right hand comes on the inside of the left foot, and we lift the left arm. So we can lift the chest, rotate the arm, because we want to create some space. Deep breath. And when you're ready, bring the left hand down. Let's have another little rock. And then lift the leg. Ooh, and come back into down dog. Excellent. Have a little stretch. Then we're going to walk your feet in, or you can jump in, whichever you prefer to do. How was that? We all okay? Excellent. Let's go again. Wrists all right. If they get a bit sore, give them a bit of a wiggle. Let's go again. So I'm just moving. I mean, mat keeps moving because it's on carpet. It does annoy me. So tummy muscles in, shoulders back and down. Deep breath in. Can we go onto the tiptoes? Have a balance. As we exhale, bring it down. Thighs towards your chest, towards your thighs, I should say. Crown of the head goes towards the floor. Inhale to come halfway. Exhale to come down. So we can step back or jump back. Whatever feels right for you. We're in plank position. Try not to let the back dip here. Push the heels away. Tricep dip down. Bringing it through into up facing dog. Deep breath in, shoulders away from the ears. And when you're ready, come back into child pose. So have a stretch. So if you want to take your knees wide, you can take your knees wide. We're okay. And then you're going to walk your hands out to the right side, put your left hand on top. And change whenever you're ready. Just change sides when you're ready, so all the way over to the left. And you can stretch as much as you want to. Then come back to the centre. Just gonna I can hear talking. Is it Paul?
Right, shut the door.
And then deep breath in, and we're going to come back into up facing dog. Ooh. And we're going to go into down dog whenever you are ready. Ooh, have a stretch. Excellent. We're going to do the same again. We're going to lift the right heel, bend the knee of the right leg, taking the hip towards the ceiling. Ooh, can we get a bit further with this one this time? And then we bring the right foot through. So we're still in that low lunge. We can have a little stretch. And we'll have a go at lizard. We'll just have a stretch first. We'll stretch it out as much as we can. So with your right foot, with your foot that's forward, take it out to the side a little bit. Just again, just to create space. Bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Slowly place your knee down. And then have a go, if you want to, at putting your elbows down. But if you've got a cushion or anything handy, you can grab a cushion and put your elbows on a cushion. Enjoy. Take a few breaths. And then whenever you're ready, just sit yourself back onto your left leg, and you can stretch the right leg, a little hurdle stretch. If you don't like it, just come out of it, it's not for everyone. And then just come into child pose. Oh, I've gone warm. Come into child pose, and then whenever you're ready, back into down dog. Oh, big stretch. Lift the left leg, bend the knee of the left leg, taking the left hip towards the ceiling. And then you're going to bring your left foot through this time. So again, you can take it out to the side slightly to create some space. And let's rock forward and back. Does it feel the same doing this as the other leg?
Bit easier on this.
Is it? Oh, mine's a bit harder. A bit tighter on the left side. What about you, Vanessa? How does yours feel? Oh, you. Ooh. So whenever you're ready, you can place your right knee down if you want to, and you can have a go at putting your elbows down, or you can stay here. So you can have a go putting the elbows down, but if it's too much just yet, just stay in this position and just stretch and just breathe. Deep breath. And we'll just stay here for a couple of breaths. again, whenever you've had enough, you can come into that little hurdle stretch where you sit back. And then just come into child pose, have a breather. So you can have your arms outstretched or at the side, whichever you want to do. Just have a little rest. Excellent. And then whenever you're ready, we're coming to down dog again. There's not much rest, is there? So back into down dog. Ooh. So you can jump it in or you can step it in. Are we okay? Excellent. So got one more to do. But let's go straight to it. Deep breath in. Onto your tiptoes if you can. As we exhale, folding over. Are we getting a little bit lower to the floor now? Hopefully we are. Hopefully we're getting a nice stretch on the back of the legs. Deep breath in. Slowly exhale, sinking lower into the stretch. And then we'll inhale and come up halfway. As you exhale, bring it down. So it's right leg back, left leg back. We're in that plank position. Let's tricep dip down into up facing dog. Ooh. So if you like it here, have a little stretch, stay here a bit longer. And whenever you're ready, sit yourself back. And let's take both arms out to the right. Just got to move that on the screen. Big stretch. And then both arms out to the left when you've done the right. See if you can get a little bit further. Just going to lift this up a bit and then. Whenever you're ready, come back to the centre. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we come into up facing dog. And we stay here as long as we want to. And then we come into down dog. I'm just going to turn around actually because I'm going to do pigeon next. So I'm going to turn around so you can see my foot. So we're going to lift the right leg. We're going to bend the knee of the right leg and turn the hip towards the ceiling. Then you're going to bring your right knee, you're going to bring it all the way in line to your right elbow, your right wrist. So your knee to wrist, and with your right foot, you're just taking it out to the left side. So let me turn this way. So right knee, right wrist, and your foot comes out to that side. Doesn't matter where it goes, wherever's good for you. Are we all right? Have you got that, Alina? Because I can't see your feet, can't see your legs. We got it? Good stuff. Sit yourself up so your hips are in line with the mat. Take a deep breath in. And slowly start to lower yourself down. So if you think that you could probably get a bit deeper into this stretch, tuck your left toe under and then lift your kneecap up and push it back. Certainly get quite a bit deeper. We're going to try and stay here for about a minute actually if we can. I'll just put the clock on. So just enjoy or endure, whichever one it might be. If you feel it easy enough, you can get your chest a little bit lower to the floor. You can always pull this right foot out a bit. Ooh, whatever feels good for you. have one more breath. Ooh, and when you're ready, start to walk the hands in. Bring yourself up. Ooh. Tuck your left toe under. And then bring yourself into down dog. Ooh. Excellent. Have a little stretch. And then we are going to do the same with the left. So lift the left leg, bend the knee, the left leg, taking your left hip towards the ceiling. So have a stretch as much as you want to. And then it's left knee comes sort of in line with the left wrist, and the left foot goes out to the right side. I'll turn this way again. So you can pull that out as much as you want to. You can tuck your right toe under and push the kneecap back. And we start to lower down. Ooh, this one's tight. So I'm going to put the timer on again, so just so you don't have to count. And I just want you to breathe. So inhale. And as you exhale, this is where you're trying to relax into the stretch. I remember when I first started doing this years ago, and somebody said to me, relax into the stretch. And I just thought, are you kidding me? It was absolute agony, but I do love it now. So as daft as it sounds, relax into it. Well, it did come up before that. I've only got 5 minutes left, so hopefully I won't lose you before the end, but if I do, make sure you relax. But I'm going to try and get you into that relaxation mode before it goes on. Still breathing in this pigeon. Just have one more breath. And then you can take your right toe under this time, walk yourself up. Ooh, I've come off the mat. Come into down dog. Have a little pedal. Ooh. And then you're going to come onto the mat on your back. Ooh. Whenever you're ready. So come onto the mat on your back. Just hug your knees in. And just gently rock from side to side. So all we're trying to do really is just release the back into the mat. Take your arms out into the cross position. Take your knees down to the right. And take your head to the left. Now if you want to with this left arm, you can take it to a full circle. It is quite a deep stretch. So if you've got any shoulder issues, it is quite toughy. I feel it more on the left side. So it's optional if you want to take that left arm all the way out. And then back the other way. And then just take that arm out into the cross position, push the knees down one more time. And come back to the centre, just gently rock from side to side. I'm going to go over to the left side. And again, it's optional if you want to take that arm to a full circle. Feel free if it's enough, just knocking all my lights over. If it's enough just to have it out to the side, that's absolutely fine. Do about 4 one way and 4 the other. Excellent. And then just bring the arm out into the cross position again. Come back to the centre, straighten the legs, bring your hands to the side of your body, and I want you to place your palms facing upwards. Take a deep breath in and just squeeze every muscle in your body as tight as you possibly can. So inhale as deep as you can and squeeze. So really get the shoulders up to the ears, screw your fists up, screw your toes up. And relax. So I'm going to talk you through breath pattern of 4, 7, 8. If it's too much, just knock it down. If it's not enough, just add a little bit on. And what I want you to do is inhale for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. And as you exhale, each time you exhale, you're going to feel like you're sinking into the mat a little bit further each time. So I'm going to talk you through the first couple of sets, and then it may go off, but do try and stay here as long as you can. So we're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to leave you to it now, guys. So just enjoy the next few minutes of relaxation, and I will see you soon.